Actually, I am also very much interested in involving in this workshop, and I really motivate my school students to be future satellite builders. Okay, so I hope we will get good support. Okay, and hope this session will go well, and it will motivate all the students who are participating. And I don't know, like registrations were good in number, but for some reason they are not joining. I have repeatedly given messages. Hopefully they will join before it ends. Okay, so you can start. Thank you so much again. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for
Yes.
your golden words. Yes, Ratnesh ji, can we go for national anthem? यस तो बच्चों आप लोगों से रिक्वेस्ट ये रहेगा कि जब भी नेशनल एंथम होगा तो आप अपनी जगहों पर वीडियो को ऑन करके खड़े हो जाओगे। तो सभी लोग अपनी अपनी जगह पर खड़े हो जाओ। यस तो बच्चों ठीक है, आप लोग तैयार हो जाओ।
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा। विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा। तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे। गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
Yes, Raviji. Yeah.
दो प्रोमो वीडियो रखते जी, एक अपना PSLV के साथ में और दूसरा जो है वो नॉर्मल जो आपने पहले भी प्ले किया है। So I have shared the link in that group.
Yes, yes.
तो बच्चों ठीक है, तो अभी मैं बस 1 मिनट में कंफर्म कर लेता हूँ मैम ज्वाइन किए कि नहीं। रविता मैम, कैन यू हियर मी? हेलो रविता मैम। बच्चों तो ये जो आपने वीडियो देखा, ये जो एनिमेशन आपने देखा, ये रत्नेश मिश्रा जी के ही द्वारा बनाया गया है। तो वो कार्टून बनाने में भी काफी इंटरेस्ट रखते हैं, क्योंकि उन्हें लगता है कि स्पेस की चीजें अगर बच्चों को कार्टून के तहत समझाया जाए, एनिमेशन के तहत समझाया जाए, वीडियोज के थ्रू समझाया तो बच्चों को जल्दी समझ में आती है। सो दैट्स व्हाई ही हैज बिल्ट दिस वन। इट्स अ ग्रेट एफर्ट टेकन बाय हिम। एंड यस रत्नेश जी, दूसरे प्रेमो वीडियोज है ना आपके पास? हेलो।
3, 2, 1.
यस ठीक है रत्नेश जी, फिर कंटिन्यू कीजिए, बाद में जो वीडियो होगा प्ले करेंगे। यस रत्नेश जी, यू कैन कंटिन्यू नाउ।
Yes,
यस
yes.
एवरीवन, तो मैं आप लोगों को एक कहना चाहूंगा बस रत्नेश जी के बारे में। रत्नेश जी प्रथम सैटेलाइट टीम के प्रोजेक्ट हेड थे और उन्हीं के टर्म में ही प्रथम सैटेलाइट का लॉन्च किया गया था PSLV C-35 से श्रीहरिकोटा आंध्र प्रदेश से। PSLV 4 स्टेज लॉन्च व्हीकल है और इसमें 4 स्टेज में सेपरेशन होता है और जो सैटेलाइट होता है वो सबसे टॉप में होता है। और रत्नेश जी आपको डिटेल में बताएंगे किस तरह से वर्क करता है और कैसे वो आगे मूव करता है और कैसे आप एक स्टूडेंट के रूप में इसको बना सकते हो। यस रत्नेश जी कंटिन्यू।
Yes, thank you so much, Ravi ji. Very nice and great to connect you all. So, Ravi ji, किस तरह से हिंदी, English, like or mix or anything is fine.
यस मैम, कौन सा लैंग्वेज अच्छा रहेगा?
Is English is okay. English all children
Okay.
are. Yeah.
Perfect, perfect. No worries.
Yes, okay.
Thank you so much. So, first of all, so as Lily ma'am told ki there are not much student coming up, but all those students who are coming up at this on a holiday and listening about the satellite and space. So I'm sure you are so much curious to know and to make your own satellite or build your own satellite. So we will start this workshop with great. So we'll start with very basic question, okay, which you all might be knowing, or so you just message your yes or no in the chat box, okay. All the teachers, all the parents who are sitting, all the students, you can answer in the chat box, okay. In a yes or no question answer, okay. The first question is, have you ever wandered to roam around the whole world? पूरी दुनिया घूमने का सपना आपने कभी देखा है? In your childhood, like all the teachers might be there in the childhood. Okay, पूरी दुनिया घूमेंगे. Okay. Then second question, have you all ever dreamt to touch the sky? आसमान छूने का सपना देखा है आपने? Okay. Maybe all the parents in their childhood might have definitely seen. Okay, good. Almost all, yes. So I am not sure whether I personally fulfilled my both these dreams. Okay, but I worked on a satellite named Pratham, which did both the dreams, not just my dreams, your all dreams. How? The satellite is revolving around Earth every 90 minutes, one revolution. Okay, so that means it is revolving around Earth every 90 minutes, roaming around the whole world with a speed of 7 kilometers per second. Okay, that means if I am the satellite, I will start for a DVV school from Nasik. I might be there in 5 minutes. Okay, so with that thing, it is revolving around the world. So that is the first dream. The second dream, it is not just the sky, it is there in space. So it touched the more than sky, which is in space. Okay, so I am part of something, the satellite, which did both these dreams, and these are not just my dreams. I just asked it all, these are the dreams of yours. Okay, so all the students, all the teachers, parents, everything. So in this way, that's why we call this journey, anything on satellite or space, we call this journey as a journey of dreams. Okay, so I'll connect this to in such a this, you all might be knowing Dr. Kalam, right? And everything. So he was the Mahanayak and the great personality in terms of satellite, the missile man of India, the president of India. Okay, and he started with, and his all visions had three things in common. So he himself was a part of space thing, and his vision always included the education and the youth. Okay, so when we combine all these three, so that's why the Igniting Dreams, the foundation here is bringing those three things together for all the school children, like all over the world, all over India. Okay, we have done some workshops outside India also. So in this way, we are connecting those space things, okay, to the school children and to the satellite. So, and he always mentioned you need to dream about it and start dreaming about it. So, as just few minutes before Raviji told ki why not a DAV school student can have a satellite of their own, okay, and which is revolving around Earth and they're in space. So maybe I even to my child can say that after 10 years or something, I can say that there is still something which is in space and was part of it. Okay. So that proud moment are there linked to the satellite. But definitely we will share more things on it, how the journey started and how things are it. So one more thing. Yes, yes.
Yes, ji, Ravita ma'am have joined us from DRDO. So can I just yes, Prapti, can you just give the welcome to Ravita ma'am? Prapti, can you hear me? Hello, Prapti. Hello, Prapti. Yes. Okay, fine. You are not able to get connected. Fine. Okay, leave it. Yes, ma'am. Welcome to you, Ravita ma'am. We are very lucky to have you here. We were waiting for you for a long time. Yes, ma'am. Please address the student, ma'am. Actually, I just want to give you all a short introduction about her. She is working in DRDO and she is helping our country in building various missiles and also part of Atmanirbhar Bharat, what India is looking at. Yes, ma'am. Please continue, ma'am.
Great to connect you, Ravita ma'am. Thank you so
And
much.
ma'am, Ratnesh Mishra ji with you right now. And
Yeah.
as you can see on
Only
the screen.
Ratnesh, because
Yes.
you were speaking and I have interrupted.
Yes,
Can I
yes,
continue with your permission?
No, not at all. Thank you so much for connecting, and we are so grateful to have you in the workshop.
Yes, ma'am. Just tilt your camera, ma'am. Camera is little bit. Can you just tilt it? Yes. Yeah. Little bit. Your face is not coming from there.
Is it okay?
Yes, now okay, ma'am. Yes, fine, ma'am. Fine. Yes, ma'am. Yes, right.
Yeah. Good morning, children. How many children are here today? Can I hear a hi from one of the children?
Good morning, ma'am.
Morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Great. That's great. Thank you. So at the onset, I would like to congratulate the igniting dreams of young minds who are highly enthusiastic, motivated, and a unique team who have successfully conducted more than 30 workshops in a short span of 2 months, promoting space and satellite education among children across India and neighboring countries. My best wishes to this unique team in overcoming all hurdles to spread this education worldwide very soon. So IDYM was born as a byproduct of Honorable Prime Minister's Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan, which was announced in June 2020 during the Corona pandemic lockdown, as being told by Rabi, the founder, right? And we all know its mission and the vision. I need not repeat now. I, being from the DRDO fraternity, a scientist, would touch upon DRDO's contribution to this Prime Minister's mission of self-reliant India. DRDO, that is the Defense Research and Development Organization, is an agency which was formed in 1958 and consists of 52 laboratories. And under the Ministry of Defense, which consists of a network of laboratories engaged in developing defense technologies covering various fields like aeronautics, missiles, naval systems, armaments, electronics, life sciences for the Indian Army, the Navy, and the Air Force. Now, how is it related to the Prime Minister's Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan? Now, we have been importing all the foreign products, as we all know, like the fighters, the Sukhoi 30 of the Russians, MiG-29, MiG-21, the Rafale, as we all know, the recently inducted from European market, the radars, the sonars, various weapons. But where are we? So it's time for us to develop more products of such category which can be utilized by for the Indian defense, that is the Army, Navy, and the Air Force. Now we in DRDO, we have developed fighters like the Tejas, it is a light combat aircraft which is a competitor to Sukhoi 30. So weapons like the missiles, among missiles, the Agni, Prithvi, Trishul, Nag, to name a few, which we all know being developed by the famous President of India, APJ Kalam. Torpedo, which is used by the Navy, like the heavyweight torpedoes. Example is Varunastra, which is developed by NSTL of Visakhapatnam for the Indian Navy to hit submarines, the hostile submarines of the enemy. We also have developed sonars on board ships like Ushas by NPOL, Kochi. We have various weapons on board, like the avionics, the EW systems, that is the electronic warfare systems, and these are on board the fighter aircrafts. We have systems like sonars, the EW systems on board the naval ships. We also have developed tanks like Arjun instead of T-90 tanks of the Russian, which is a good fight from Indian side, which is being used by the Indian Army. The recent use of Bofors guns in the Kargil wars was very commendable because of its efficiency and reliability. It was, it was a wow by the Army, Indian Army, when I attended a course called Junior Command Course in Army War College at Mao. The counterpart, which is Dhanush, is a competitor to it, and it is a Make in India marble from India, which fulfills Prime Minister's wish of Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan. The latest to be developed by DRDO, as we all know, which is again connected to today's topic, that is space power and satellite power, is the AirSat, that is anti-satellite, which is a part of the Mission Shakti. I would like to give a few introduction on it and a few description on it, although I have been given 10 minutes to talk. If somebody can remind me if I overstayed. AirSat was conducted, it is a test of anti-satellite weapon on our very own satellite, that is Microsoft R, by a missile anti-sat being developed as a part of the Mission Shakti. The test was conducted on 27th of March 2019, where our own satellite was destroyed by our very own DRDO developed AirSat missile. With this, India became the fourth among the 4 countries of space power, the other 3 being China, Russia, and USA. Earlier, during this process of anti-satellite, the logic behind, the funda behind, or the technology behind is that when a satellite, our own very satellite, is orbiting or moving in a range of 2,000 kilometers from the Earth's surface in the orbit, our AirSat missile can attack on it. Why it has to attack? is that this satellite, if it would have been a hostile, an enemy satellite, which is surrounded all over, it would have looked for various targets, objects over the land and sea in India. Now, when such kind of satellites are being intercepted by our very own radars and any kind of sensors, this can be directed, the guided data can be directed towards our missile systems. The missile system will do the process of fire control, and at the end of the fire control, the missile would be launched in the pinpointed hit location, which is provided by the FCR system, that is the fire control radar system. So that way, it will go to exactly that particular target, which was pre-assigned, pre-acquired by our own radars, and it will be able to lock on and hit that very target. If it would have some other country's satellite, it would have resulted in lots of a hangama. So we should not create that. So that was the success part of the DRDO's ASAT, that instead of hitting some other target, it could successfully hit the targeted, designated satellite. That is Microsoft R. Earlier, during February 10, 2020, our DRDO chief, prior to the current one, that is Mr. Satish Reddy, that is B.K. Saraswat sir, had earlier, in 10 years back, informed that DRDO has all the building blocks necessary to integrate an anti-satellite weapon, that is ASAT, to neutralize hostile satellite in low orbit. So that was fulfilled after 9 years down the line in 2019. So with this, I would end the first part. At last, but not the least, I would like to share 3 simple formulas, because this is a forum of young minds and also a forum mentored by very, very highly enlightened employees around the globe, including the ones in NASA. So the 3 formulas, the first one being, please note, do not forget, it is P minus I equal to P. This is nothing to do with the formulas of technology and science. It is to do with life, how you are going to make yourself productive and be satisfied. So what is P minus I equal to P? The first P, can anybody guess? The first P. Okay, I will tell, you have to tell me the next P after this. P minus I equal to P, including the mentors. The first P is potential. So you have got a potential, right? Now, how much of that potential will convert into productivity? Okay, so that is defined by P minus I. I means the interference. You have got lots of potential. But if that interference is high, then will you be able to be productive? No. So come out, reduce that interference so that the last P is maximized. Now tell me, what is the last P? Any guesses?
Ma'am, product.
Almost similar, related to that.
Ma'am, productivity.
Yes. One more guesses. You all perform, right? How much? But your performance is very high. But because of the
Performance.
yeah, yes, right.
Performance.
Correct. So that's it. So potential minus interference. So reduce the interference so that your maximum potential can be converted into performance. Please don't forget that. Okay. So this way, automatically the maximum potential will be converted into performance for better health. Health is very important. Please don't ignore. Personal, emotional productivity, educational wise, career, relationship with the parents, friends, teachers, everything will be increased. The second formula that I would like to share today is 7:1:7. Now, okay, it is nothing to do with studies, okay? It is very human for us to be prone to anger, right? So why not but whenever we are angry, what happens is we tend to react immediately. And later on at night, you feel very guilty, right? Yes or no? You're angry, you reacted, right? Is it right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
So you want to solve
Yes,
that?
ma'am.
You want to solve that? You don't want to react? The solution is 7:1:7. That is, okay? Breathe in 7 counts. Okay? When somebody made you angry, irritated, just count 7, breathe in, pause for a moment, and breathe out 7 counts. That's it. While in the process, think and smile and see next moment. You will not react. You will respond. Correct? And see the outcome, the difference it makes is huge. And you will remain productive that way. Okay? With good relationship maintained with everyone. So no guilty feeling later at night. The third formula for today and the last one is 20:10. Don't forget. Now, everyone is lazy, right? When there is tough assessment, tough assignment, tough homework, something you have to study for the examination are given to you, or you are given an essay to write, or you have to make a speech, you have to write down. It's very tough. It's very boring. So we tend to procrastinate, right? So how do you solve it? Do you want to solve procrastination or being boring or being lazy? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Solution is 20:10. That is, you just have to initiate that very, very difficult, complicated work for only 20 minutes. Can you? Only 20 minutes. Okay? And the next 10 minutes, immediately after that, you have to relax. It's called late gratitude. The moment you do that task for only 20, the moment you realize you're going to initiate that work for 20 minutes, you feel that the stress has gone. Why the stress was there? Because that task is tough. Because since you have attempted only for 20 minutes, and you know that there is a 10 minutes to relax after that, okay, I'll open my mobile after this, then you'll feel like attempting that problem, right? So like this, you do 4-5 times a day, your task will be completed in next 2 days, finish. That's it. That's a solution. Fine? Great? You feel great? Say great.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So with these 3 solutions, I would like to, with these 3 formulas, I would like to end today's talk and see you again some other time. And thank you very much for this opportunity to everyone, to the founder and to the team. And the last to say is Jai Hind. Okay?
Yes, ma'am. Jai Hind, ma'am. And it was very inspiring talk by you. The students are now energy is very high. So yes, children, tell me how is the Josh?
How's the
How
Josh?
you are feeling right? Yes. Yes. So
Say hi.
thank you, ma'am.
Hi.
That's it.
Hi.
Yes.
Hi.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Yes, sir. Yes,
You're
Ratnesh ji, you can continue.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, great. Thank you so much, Ravita ma'am. This was awesome. I got the chance to learn a lot with this. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yes, Ravi ji?
Yes, yes, Ratnesh ji, continue. कीजिए.
Yeah. So as ma'am told a lot about this and about the DRDO, a lot of stuff about belt. built by them. So I also got the opportunity to work in DRDO for very small time in Hyderabad, the research center Imarat, so which was actually built by Dr. Kalam. So I got the opportunity to work there. So I can feel that passion and aspirance for their working for the nation and building something for the nation. So yes, really lucky to have you. And so I'll share again some of the satellite and space things. Uh, so all the students, so when you see in sky, like when you see something in sky, so what all you can see? You can just message on the chat box, anything what you see in space, in sky. Okay. Anything when you see up, what all things you can see in day or night. So you all can message stars, okay? Sky full of stars, the sun, okay? Stars and planets, moon, okay? Mars, Jupiter, clouds. Wow, great. So all these things what you can see, okay? Comets, constellations, great. So okay, pole stars. Wow, nice, very nice. So I would like to see things when I see in space. Do you see any limit of those things? Okay. Can you, whenever I see in space, if I focus on sun, okay, and if I'll keep dreaming about sun, maybe later in the future I can come up with a new solar system. Okay. When I just focus on the darkness, okay, in the darkness, if I'll keep researching and keep dreaming about it, I can end up searching a black hole, okay, figuring out a new Milky Way, okay. When I just focus on the stars, we can just come up with lot of stars, constellations, and anything out of it, okay. So all those things which are there in space is like a drawing book, okay. You can do anything in it, and there is no limit to explore that part. So that's the best part of the space, is there is no limit, okay. So you can explore anything and you can dream about anything, and the people are doing it, okay, by building something, by reaching there, okay. So that's how the space is, and that's why it limits, and it is a drawing book. So we'll start with this small story about Pratham and the things about how the satellite was built, okay. So the Pratham is a satellite completely built by students of IIT Bombay, and all the students completely built it, and it got launched by ISRO on 26th September 2016. And so satellite kya hai? Actually, so you can Google things about satellite. You can know anything about those things with Google or anything. For that, you don't need us. What exactly we are here to tell you is, every action which you do, everything which you do daily is linked to the satellite. Okay, how is it linked? So we will take a very daily common action which we are doing currently is a mask. Okay, wearing a mask. So do you all might be currently wearing a mask? So I would tell ki the satellite also wears a mask. So you will be surprised to know ki there is no COVID in space, at least. Okay, so why the satellite is wearing mask or something like? So the satellite has a golden layer. You all might be seeing the rocket has a golden layer on top of it. The satellite has this. So that is not actually the gold, but it is a layer formed with those things, which is basically to prevent the satellite from harmful radiation. Okay. So in the similar way, if I tell you so you eat something, okay, for energy. Okay. How do the satellite get the energy?
The liquid or present in it.
Solar energy.
Okay.
Solar energy. Through solar panel.
Right. So through solar, it gets like jadoo. Okay. So everything which you do. So you take food for energy. The satellite takes sunlight for energy. So you have eye and ears as a sensor, okay, that you can see where you are going, how you are listening to the sound. How do the
Sense
satellite
organ.
hear? The
Sir,
satellite,
satellite has a camera.
correct, very nice.
Yes,
The
sir.
satellite has a
Yes.
camera. The satellite has a sensor to actually guide it. So to guide the satellite, where exactly the satellite is. So like now your mobile has a GPS, okay, to tell you where exactly you are. Now the satellite also has a GPS to tell where exactly the satellite in space is. Okay. Similarly, like you have legs to perform, to act. So similarly, everything which you have is linked to the satellite. So you have a heartbeat, which basically which tells you are alive. Okay. How do we know the satellite is alive? So satellite has a signal which is the name beacon. Okay, beacon is a satellite signal which is received at Earth, which tells the satellite is alive. Acha, you all might have seen a Razi movie, okay, where the girl from Pakistan sends the this coded signal with the form of dot dash. Okay, so because satellite definitely cannot talk in Hindi or English like us, okay, so it has a coded language which is called Morse code. So the satellite sends signal in that form and it is received at Earth by different ground stations. So just like your dish antenna captures the TV signal, similarly there are ground stations which receive the satellite signal. Okay, so so what we are currently doing, anything which we are currently doing is because of the satellite. Okay, I am doing an online class with you and discussing with you anything. This is possible because of what? Because of the satellite. Okay, your mobile works because of the satellite. Your TV signals works because of satellite. There are various satellites in terms of defense, in terms of weather monitoring, everything. So it explores anything about this. So similarly, Pratham has different vision and mission for it. So I would just like to share few pictures of Pratham satellite, and just then we'll look.
देखो प्रथम जो सैटेलाइट है वो नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन आयनोस्फीयर में बात काउंट करती है। और जैसा कि आपको रविता मैम ने बताया एसेट के बारे में, तो मैं डीआरडीओ में एक बार गया था और एसेट को मुझे आंख से देखने का मौका मिला था। बिकॉज इट्स डीआरडीओ वी कैनॉट क्लिक फोटोज, बट इट्स रियली ग्रेट मिसाइल मेड बाय डीआरडीओ, और वो अपनी इंडिया को बहुत आगे। अभी जो रत्नेश जी आपसे शेयर करने वाले हैं, आप देख सकते हो कि प्रथम का लाइव पिक्चर है जो आईआईटी बॉम्बे के एरोस्पेस लैब में लिया हुआ पिक्चर है। आप देखो वहां पर, वो आपको बताएंगे किस तरह से वो काम करता है।
Correct. So just as you can see here, the satellite with the solar panel on the top, the antenna as a signal, then the golden layer. So this is the final satellite of Pratham, which was launched. So I was lucky person to actually keep that satellite in the rocket. So you can imagine the feeling, like it is something which you built and you kept it on this. So we'll also see the launch video for this. As you can see here, the pictures of all the students so excited, and by the picture itself you can imagine this was the launch day. Okay, this was the time when the satellite launch, the PSLV launch happened. So this was the during that time, and it all started with very simple question. Okay, why not we build the satellite as a student? Okay, so similarly I would be happy to see any curiosity about from anyone student later after the workshop that I want to build the satellite. Okay, I want to build the satellite with my whatever the mission of the satellite is. So that would be a great opportunity. So in this way, as you can see, the satellite has, so whenever something difficult comes, we say what is this rocket science? Okay, so this is the actual rocket science. This is everything which involved everything. Okay, so I will give you example of something like, so you have a laptop, okay, you have a laptop or a chair in your home, okay. If anything, so the chair or table at your home, you either bring it on a vehicle or a truck or something, okay. how the satellite is taken to space with PSLV. Okay. If anything comes out of a screw, comes out of chair, like any screw or something comes out of chair, what you do? Either you call a mechanic, either you try yourself fixing it, okay, or either you take it to some service center. If it is a laptop, you take it to some service center or something like that. Okay. What exactly in case of satellite? Of satellites, what you can you imagine the repair part or the service part of it?
You can post your answers in the message box if you are not able to on the mic. So you can post the answer in the message box.
So in case of satellite, if the satellite gets failed in space, you cannot call ISRO and say, hey, ISRO helpline center, please send some astronaut
Sir,
or
can
something.
I say?
Yes, perfect, Arnab.
Sir,
Go.
it is taken to the space station, means the International Space Station where it
Okay, that is
is
one.
repaired.
Okay, so only thing, the space station is basically only perform things which are nearby those space stations. Okay, and repairing part, that too in space station. So those repairing they perform, but those different satellites are at different altitude. So like the bigger satellites at 700, 800 kilometers, and the space station is at 400 kilometers. So it doesn't repair all the satellites. Okay, so those satellites which are at the other different heights and different range, you cannot ask an astronaut to go there and to correct it. Okay, definitely not feasible, not practical.
Sir?
Yes.
This is why most of the satellites which fail in the space do not return back, as they fail and become babies and start rotating, start revolving around the space.
Right,
They become
very right.
babies.
Yes, very right. So once it is failed,
So, and for that also we have to contact the International Space Station first.
Okay, so that is only in case of some space shuttles. So we will answer all these very nice, very curious things about space stations and about the space shuttles and all. So definitely that is nice. So yes, very rightly said ki when it is failed, it is keep revolving around the, so you all might be knowing there are possible. So when the satellite's mission is over, okay, there is one orbit which is called junk orbit. Actually, some of the satellites are to be thrown in that junk orbit after its mission is over or after it is failed. Okay, and similarly, some satellites, what they do is they basically comes lower to the orbit and then it gets burned in the atmosphere with the rotation. So these are the two ways to actually destroy the satellite or to so that it don't disturb the other satellite. Okay? So these are the
Hello,
things.
sir.
And yes, then,
hello, sir.
so as
Sorry
you
for
can,
interrupting. I want to say something.
yes.
Sir, I want to say that this is why some
Yeah, student,
satellites.
please ask the question in
Achha.
last. We will
Yes.
answer your all questions.
We will answer
Now
all
you
after this session. Okay. Yeah. As you can see the pictures here where the people are actually working on those and whatever journey I'm sharing right now, it is not just a journey of 1 day or a 2 day or a 1 week or 1 month. Okay. Not even a 1 year. This Pratham journey is for 8 long years from 2008 to 2016. Okay. So every satellite has their own complexity and mission timeline. Okay. So for this satellite, they have this much time. And this is something which is not key, you do it fully today and then it's done tomorrow. Not possible. Okay. So that's why this was a continuous journey with a perseverance. So perseverance might look a very heavy word for this, but it is a patience with continuous action. Okay. It is just I'm patient about the output and I'm continuously making effort for it. So in that sense, that's how our journey was, apart from all our curricular and everything. So this is one of the picture. which is in ISRO. So ISRO basically takes care for all the satellite testings and the launch part of it, and they perform those different testing. So this was a 40 hours of continuous test. Okay, continuous test with people taking data, with people sleeping here, going. So you can imagine this was a the testing part of it, and that's how the adventure, thrill, experience, everything is mixed in it. So this journey is sort of a movie. Okay, when you be a part of it, when you get the chance to work on it, you'll be able to feel it. And like every this movie has different climax scenes too, so which I'll share. Yeah, so this is the guy who actually started this, Saptarishi Bandyopadhyay. He's now in NASA. He's working as a jet propulsion lab in NASA, and working there, and all the different project managers after this, as you can see here, the different it's a generation. Okay, and on the last you can see me. I am the luckiest one to have the satellite launch in my tenure. So I got the opportunity to actually visit Sriharikota. So Sriharikota is the place from where the satellite gets launched. Okay, so the ISRO has two launching facilities. Basically, one is the launching facility where there is a building. Okay, and you assemble the PSLV, the complete stages. So we will discuss on the stages also. So one by one, all the stages are assembled, and then after assembly, the rocket moves to a launching place. Okay, and then from there the launch happens. The second is basically a place where there is a building, there is a continuous assembly one by one, and the building moves from the rocket. Okay, away from the rocket, and then the rocket launch. So these are the different various innovative things with ISRO for the launching and those things. So I'll just share a small video about the launch, and then you'll be able to feel the curiosity during the launch time, during those countdowns. Okay, I'll just Raviji, let me know that you can see the video.
यस बच्चों, आपने अभी जैसा रत्नेश जी ने आपको बताया कि आपको भी पीएसएलवी की वीडियो दिखाने जा रहे हैं। पीएसएलवी जो है, आप सभी जानते हैं कि पीएसएलवी एक ऐसी रॉकेट है जो पूरी दुनिया में इतिहास बना चुकी है। उसका कारण क्या था कि मंगलयान, जहां पर कोई पहुंच नहीं सकता था, और पीएसएलवी तो पहुंचा ही नहीं जा सकता था, पूरी दुनिया भारत की तरफ देख रही थी, और भारत ने पीएसएलवी से मंगलयान पर पहुंच करके इतिहास रच दिया। तो आप देखो पीएसएलवी कैसे लॉन्च कर रही है प्रथम सैटेलाइट को, वो वीडियो है।
From IIT Bombay and PISAT from PES University Bangalore are from India. The main objective of Pratham is to estimate the total electron count (TEC) with a resolution of 1 kilometer by 1 kilometer.
Have a feel of the launch.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
प्रक्षेपण जलन बिल्कुल सामान्य आकाश की ओर उठता हुआ पीएसएलवी और जोरदार। We will hear the confirmation of the separation of the Pratham satellite built by students of IIT Mumbai, and also followed just 10 seconds later the separation of PISAT satellite built by the students of PES University Bangalore. जी हाँ, वैसे कई उपग्रह इसरो भारतीय विश्वविद्यालय से छोड़ सकते। जी हाँ, प्रथम उपग्रह भी अलग, प्रथम is separated.
Okay.
तो बच्चों, आपने जो देखा कि प्रथम इज सेपरेटेड, वो मैसेज आता है जब भी कोई सैटेलाइट सेपरेट हो जाती है। तो प्रथम इज सेपरेटेड मतलब पूरे आईआईटी बॉम्बे का जोश आई था, और मुझे लगता है कि डीएवी आईआईटी खड़गपुर के बच्चों का भी जोश आई है। आई थिंक जोश इज वेरी हाई, नो बच्चों? यस,
you all can message about the feel about the launch. You have seen like the countdown, those countdowns. So when your satellite, your actually built satellite is kept there, and with that countdown, when it is going towards the space, okay, you can imagine those feeling and those emotions linked to it. And that's what, for that we kept dreaming and for that we kept working for this continuous long journey. So yes, we later got, so after the launch, we got lot of felicitations all over India, all over world. Like the satellite signal got received at various places like the Brazil, Netherlands, USA, London, all the different places, Japan. We got the satellite signal there. The signal tells Pratham IIT Bombay student satellite. So when you decode the signal, it tells you this. So, and we got the felicitation by Maharashtra governor, and then Honorable Prime Minister himself tweeted about the satellite and about the Pratham team. So those were the feeling after the launch, those good and success stories linked to it, and the feeling about it. So that's how we completed this journey, and this was our first step towards infinity. Now we are doing it our second step towards this with the help of helping others to build the satellite, helping others to know about the space, about the satellite, and anything on those things which could be learned from different space and satellite fields. And also just would like to share three things which are basically as a interested space students or satellite students or anything what you can do for the nation later. So one is definitely in the field of education, what we are doing as a space and satellite education. You could be part of those organization foundation similar to this. You can be part of, as Rabita ma'am told, you could be part of this ISRO, DRDO, NAL, HAL, linked to all those different missions which are coming up, like the Gaganyaan missions are coming up, all the different previous missions which were so exciting and super curious about those missions. You could be part of it. And third is definitely you can make your own ISRO or NASA with time after some time. You can make your own, okay, SpaceX or something in India. And in this way, you can contribute and you can help any field in terms of this. So just keep dreaming about those stuff. And that's how I would like to end here. And yes, so very happy to discuss
यस
anything.
बच्चों तो यस यस रमेश जी
Thank you.
बच्चों आपने अभी सुना काफी अच्छा लगा होगा आपको तो ये एक इंट्रोडक्टरी सेशन था जिसमें हमने आपको बताया कि किस तरह से आप एक सैटेलाइट को बनाने के बारे में सोच सकते हो और रत्नेश जी ने और अबिता मैम ने जिस तरह से आप लोग को इग्नाइट किया वही हमारा मिशन था और लगता है कि हम अपने मिशन में करीब करीब कामयाब हो गए हैं। अब आपका पार्ट है कि आप आइडिया लेके आओ और बोलो कि सर मुझे सैटेलाइट बनानी है। दैट इज व्हाट वी आर एक्सपेक्टिंग फ्रॉम योर साइड एंड नाउ I think I will call for the vote of thanks, and then after that there will be question and answer session. So those who want to ask the question, you can put in the message box. And I like to call Jana. Hello, Jana. Can you hear me from Meghalaya?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, yes.
Yes,
Can
please,
you hear me,
please
sir?
unmute your video. Yeah, please unmute your video. Yes, your light is not
Yes,
there. I
sir.
think the current is not there. Okay, okay.
Yes, sir. The light is not that much bright. So, hello
Okay, fine.
everyone.
Okay, okay. Yes.
Yes, I'm very happy to be with you and to be present in this workshop. It was wonderful and was amazing, and I hope you all are good and in a safe place. And I'm very humble and honored to be the one that closing my remark and give the word of thanks for those who made this morning a beautiful and a memory to carry home. From the depth of our heart, I would like to thank our chief guest, Ms. Rabita Devi, who have generously give us the time and give us such a beautiful message that it makes the student to be inspired for all over the world. And I would also like to thank Rajni Mishra for giving us such a beautiful video, sharing us with that video. It was very beautiful. I hope it will very useful for the future of our student and for the student present in here. Maybe it will help you to build your future better. And I would also like to thank our one and only founder of this Igniting Your Mind, Mr. Ravi Kumar. Thank you so much, sir, for being part of this, for giving us this time to share with us and being part with all over the world and all over the country. like for me, I got a chance to present here. It was very beautiful. Thank you so much, sir, for this everything you got. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, dear. Thank you so much. And Prapti, she want to share some experience with all of you from Manipur. Prapti, can you unmute yourself? She was the student. She attended our workshop, and her life has totally changed. So every workshop she used to come and share her experience. So Prapti, can you hear me? Hello, Prapti. Prapti. Okay, I think she is having some network issue. So yes, children, my request to all of you, please put the questions in the message box, or you may ask the question to Ravita ma'am if you are having some query related to missile technology and related to DRDO, and if you have some query related to space, you have Ratnesh Misra. So you have two opportunity in front of you in a small age. You know, when we were small, we don't know what is called scientist, but you all are getting such great opportunity. So yes, you can ask the question. The first question is, when was Pratham satellite launch? I think I have mentioned the answer already. In 2016. Yeah, Ratnesh will explain in a better way. Yes, Ratnesh, please tell the student.
Yes, it was launched on 26 September 2016. We just covered 4 years to this. Yes.
Yes, so 2016 it was launched from Sriharikota. That is the main center of ISRO. As you all know that. Anybody has, yes, a question for Ravita ma'am? That is a very interesting question. A question is India developing Agni 6 and Surya missile? I have asked many DRDO, nobody answered this question because they want to hide it. It's a secret. Yes, ma'am, you can reveal some idea about it. Is India developing Agni 6 and Surya missile? That is the question.
I'm not supposed to share.
At least you can hint to them.
Yeah, you're getting because of that cyber crimes, cyber issues that we are all aware, correct? Because we have got various neighbors around who are monitoring us. Okay, children?
Yes.
So you can call up separately to me and verify or clarify anytime. Anything?
Yes, ma'am. The second question also is there. How missiles are made? That I think you can share.
That also only I can tell you the general. You can always Wikipedia, no doubt. Whatever is shareable through the internet, it consists of various building blocks, as we all know. It consists of sensors. If it is to be guided towards the target, it may not have sensors. If it has to be just dropped and it will home on, or it can be IR based, in which case the infrared will be sensed and then it will home on to it. So there are various kinds of logic behind, and that is the sensing part, or to guide it towards the target. The other part is like the various avionics behind, like navigation, how it will be navigated towards the target. So for that, there are various building blocks which I can't share in this particular forum. And finally, when it goes to the proximity of the target, finally that ammunition will be ignited to destroy the target. So these are various building blocks along with the launcher.
Yes.
From any
the question
from the
yes, yes.
It can be from aircraft, or it can be an army truck from where you can launch such missile. Nowadays we have got the soldier fire missiles too. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Now question for Ratnesh ji. The question is very interesting. Is Pratham satellite is in operation? What was its purpose?
So right. So Pratham satellite is currently not operating. It was for a mission of 8 months after the launch, and it is still revolving. We can continuously track the satellite in space. So I used to see online about the tracking of the satellite. So but the mission was for around 8 months, and the mission purpose of satellite was to measure the electron count in the ionosphere. So in between the different atmosphere layer, there is a layer of ionosphere where all the different electrons are present. Okay, so so the explanation for this is basically you use GPS in your mobile signal. Okay, and whenever the signal from the satellite comes to your mobile or anything, it gets interference with those electrons. Okay, so if I already know the count of electrons, I will be able to make it more correct. The GPS signal could be more correct and more better in terms of that. So that was one purpose. And the second purpose was to measure, to detect tsunami. Okay, so this is basically when the tsunami actually comes, the waves which are generated in ocean and in water, it interferes and it distracts the electron present in ionosphere. So basically the waves from oceans goes up and it disturbs the electron density. So if the satellite, so this was a sort of a technical demonstration. If there is a satellite, so because in those 8 months there is very less probability of a tsunami, there is less probability of satellite to be over tsunami. So if there are different various satellites which are continuously monitoring those electrons, we will be able to predict the tsunami. So that's how these two were the purpose of the satellite. Yes.
Yes, the last question for the, because we are running out of time, so this is the question. Yes.
So sorry for interrupting you. Can I ask you a question?
Yes, go ahead.
Sir.
Yeah.
So my question is, now where is Pratham satellite? Means how many kilometers it is away from Earth, the Earth's surface?
Right. So it is at 600 kilometers.
Still on ionosphere.
Yes. So it is
Ionosphere
basically
is the last layer, right, sir?
Yes. So so the satellite is above ionosphere. Okay, satellite is at very height, which is at 600 kilometers from the Earth's surface. Okay, so 600 kilometers. So generally all the low Earth orbits, so which are basically in the range of 600 to 900 kilometers. Okay, and there are satellites which are geostationary satellites which are at 30,000 kilometers. So basically that's different in terms of it. So yes, but Pratham is at 600 kilometers.
Yes, one question for Ravita ma'am. It's saying that they are saying that what is the difference between ballistic missile and cruise missile? Yes, Ravita ma'am, can you please answer this? Hello ma'am, can you hear me?
Yeah, I would like to keep this, and I would like to answer one more question, which I can answer at the moment. And that is, somebody had just asked in the chat, I just saw how an aircraft launched a missile towards another aircraft, an enemy aircraft. Should I answer that? That is answerable.
Yes, ma'am. You answer all the question, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. So, for example, an enemy aircraft has been launched to attack any of the target here. So what will happen? What do we do? This had happened earlier too. Suppose I'm in the sea. In that case, what happens? If it is handled by Air Force, how you will do? If it is in the Army, how you will do? These are all entirely different. If it is from the Navy, for example, an enemy aircraft has come, there is a naval ship, there are radars, it is intercepting, it is searching for all the targets which is coming. So this particular aircraft, which is identified first of all as a friend or foe by some signals. So with that, we come to know that it is not friendly, it is enemy or hostile. Then we try to find out the signature of this. This belongs to which kind of a frequency. So with that, for that, we have got something called the radar warning receivers on board the aircrafts. Through this, whatever is the signal that is fed, that is received, is being analyzed and do the comparison or identification with certain static intelligence built inside the aircraft, stored inside my own fighter aircraft. Okay, compare it with the previous intelligence data, and then we come to know, okay, for this kind of a target, which is that enemy aircraft, okay, so I will launch this missile, which will be more efficient. If it is not to be attacked by a missile, I can do deception also. I will I will throw some aluminum there, foil, deceive it. In the meantime, they will see a cloud and I will run away. So there are various ways of attacking it. And if it is really confirmed and if the deceiving also is failing, then ultimately the final will be that I will launch that appropriate program or the appropriate missile corresponding to that, and that aircraft will be destroyed. There are various tactics for doing that, which I would not like to explain too much here. One example is the VVR combat, where the last fight that had happened between the F-16 and the mix of Indian had happened. That was VVR combat. I will end here.
Yes, some children were asking that how PSLV works. So I will just like to show one animation video to all of you, because I can see in the chat box many are asking how PSLV mechanism works. So just watch this video and we will explain to you, and even Ratnesh will explain to you, and ma'am will explain to you how does it work. Just watch this.
India's PSLV C2 rocket is standing majestically on the launch pad at the Sriharikota range, ready to be launched. First stage and the 4 grounded strap-on boosters are ignited. PSLV is getting lifted off and clears the launch pad. Two airlit strap-on boosters are ignited. 4 grounded strap-on boosters are burnt out and are separated. 2 airlit strap-on boosters are separated. First stage is burnt out and separated. Second stage is ignited. Payload fairings are separated. The second stage is now burnt out and separated. Third stage is ignited. Third stage is burnt out and is separated. Fourth stage is ignited. Fourth stage is burnt out and the main satellite is separated. 3 microsatellites are separated.
You can see that, and now Ratnesh ji will explain you more about it. How does separation take place? There are various stages are there, as you can see in the animation. So Ratnesh ji, just give them the some little more about this, and then we can
Yes.
because so many questions are there. Dear student, I have already mentioned in the group link. You can post the question there. We will answer your questions.
Right.
Because
Just,
we are running out of time. Right? Yes.
Just
Yes.
about this stages, and a small thing about combined of all the different questions, like what you can do right now as a student. Okay, so that I'll just brief. So PSLV, as you saw, just the different stages in it, the boosters, then first stage, second stage. So whenever the satellite is launched from Sriharikota, the booster gets, after its working is done, it gets fallen into ocean. The first stage is fall in there, and then the second stage, and then third stage. And also you saw the payload fairing, which is a sort of a cover on the top. Okay, so top stage is a payload stage where all the satellites are kept. Okay, so all the different satellites and everything is kept. So this, and we will share a lot of video links with this, so which will be able to tell you more about this. And just one combined of all the different questions, I will answer this, what you can do it right now as a student. So as a student and as an idea for the satellite. Okay, so first is the dream. Okay, you have to dream about the satellite or anything about whatever you want to do it, not just satellite. So that is first. Then second, if you want to build on this, so as different school class, different class students can work on this. So first is a basic model of it, okay, so we used to conduct various competition on this. You could be part of it, where basically there is a 3D model you create from whatever you have at your home or anything, okay, which looks like a satellite or which looks like a rocket. So that is first thing which you can build, okay. Then after that, you can take some part of the satellite and make it like one sensor to detect something, one sensor to basically light something, okay. One basically satellite is a combination of all the different actions, okay. What you can do is just performing one action like taking light from solar panel and then charging your mobile or something, okay. If you make this one action, then similarly other action, and then combining all this in a satellite. So in this way, just the model, the various small parts, small actions, then the combined of all those actions, and then a complete satellite with the testing and everything. And one small thing, which is a ground station. Okay, so you can actually build your own ground station at DAV Public School and can actually track all the possible satellites going around your place. Okay, and you'll be able to and curious to hear the different sound, different satellites have a different signal, okay, and when you decode it, so this is a very great initiative which you can come up, and you can build your own ground station, which we can definitely help in whatever possible way about the building. So these are the way in which you can actually think on it. Just one more thing is we can actually plan a ISRO visit after the COVID situation is over. We can plan the students' visit to ISRO, where there is actually the exhibition on different satellites and space and everything. And you'll be able to get to know from the scientist itself. Okay. So that is one part which we are in the process of it, and which we can conduct if you all are really interested to go to ISRO. So we can do that. So definitely, yes. So in this way, and all other questions, you can definitely message me or message on the number. Okay, and then we'll answer and we'll discuss. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. So yes, everyone, you can just post the question in our WhatsApp group. There we will answer your question. I can share you my number also. You can post here. And ma'am is already connected from the school side, so she will also help you. And if you have some queries, ma'am, can you just speak little about today's workshop, today's sessions from your side?
Yeah. Yes. Good morning. Am I audible and visible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Very nice.
Okay. Thank you so much for the organizers, especially Ravi, Radnesh, and Ravita madam. Really, we are thankful to you because we had a very nice time. Even though the participation is less, but all the students who have participated, really, they are very curious and they are excited because they have attended this. And this spirit which they have got today, I think it will like abound, and they will involve in activities. So you have given us some clues how to go ahead. So I will also keep motivating them. Okay, we will make a team and we will be in touch with you. Okay, so thank you for the wonderful session. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. So yes, Ravita ma'am and Ratnesh ji, with your permission, can I close the session?
Yes, and I want all children also to keep video on for a while.
If anybody want to speak from children's side, you can speak.
Yes, and we can have a snapshot also. Okay.
Yes. Children, you all can. Ratnesh ji, आप ले लीजिए ना, एक snapshot ले लीजिए.
We will put in our school magazines and all, because this is a very nice workshop and this is for the first time, and it is also even in the midst of COVID, we are able to connect with each other, and so it's really great to meet Madam Ravita madam and Radnesh, okay, who have the hands-on experience and a lot of experience in this area. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah. Children, good. I think some of you are not yet switching on video. Aditi Maharana, Srijan, please turn on video. Yes, that's lovely. Yes, thank you all. Thank you. You also take screenshots, send to me. Okay, children. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining.
Thank you. And just last, so we are also coming up soon with space books. So we will also happy to
Okay.
share those books and distribute in the students, and
Okay,
also some stories based on faith. So
Okay.
we'll share as soon as it is ready.
Okay, okay. Thank you, children. Thank you for joining. Thank you once again, all the organizers. Okay. Yes. So we will learn more. We will build a satellite. Okay.
Yes, yes, ma'am. Can we close the session, Ratnesh ji?
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Any children want to speak something? Any children you want to say
Thank you, sir.
something?
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes. How was it?
Bye, everyone. Bye.
No. Before leaving the workshop, we have to on the mic. Everyone should on the mic and say in one shot, Bharat Mata ki jai. Don't leave the meeting without saying
Bharat
this
Mata
word.
ki jai.
Bharat Mata ki
Everyone
jai.
should on the mic.
Bharat Mata ki jai.
Everyone should on the mic.
Bharat Mata ki
Bharat
jai.
Mata ki jai.
Bharat Mata ki jai.
Yes.
That is
Okay.
great.
You can leave the meeting by saying Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. You can leave the meeting by saying Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Jai Hind,
Jai Hind,
Jai
Jai
Bharat.
Hind, Jai Bharat.
Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Okay, bye.
Thank you, madam. Bye. And
Thank you, ma'am.
yes, children all can leave one by one. Okay. Thank you. Yeah.
Yes, thank you, ma'am.
Yes, everyone leave the meeting by saying Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Yes, Ravi, it is so good. Thank you. Okay, once again.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We will be in touch with you.
Yeah. But I know, I don't know, like registrations were good, but students did not join. Actually, this is the